Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Sahil and I'm a real estate consultant, advisor. And today it's not a mindset video, but it's a story. It will end up creating a new mindset, new branch of it. But it's a story which is a very famous story. All of you might have heard about it. If not, I'll start with it. It is Birbal ki khichdi. It was in cartoons, in our books, and we used to listen in our childhood. These kind of stories we used to listen a lot. So the story goes like this. So there was a competition or something where akbar akbar was a king who announced that there is a prize for anyone who stands in the river for whole night. It was cold. It river water in cold is freezing. So there was a prize for anyone who survives the night in the river, and that was 100 gold coins. So a lot of people tried, no one was able to succeed. Then one person comes and says, I'll do that. And he goes in the river, stays the whole night, survives. In the morning, king comes and congratulates him and says, you've done a very good job. And he's proud of him. He is very happy. He brings the gold coins and he congratulates him. And then he asked him, how did you do it? How did you do it? So that person said, I was standing in the river, almost drowned. To water to shoulder level. Top half almost drowned, and I was looking to a diya which was kept at the gate of the palace, Akbar's palace, and I took heat from it, and that's how it gave me strength to survive. It gave me warmth to survive the night in this freezing cold water. And listening to this, Akbar got very mad, furious, angry. So that you cheated it and you took heat from that diya. You're not supposed to take heat, and you know, and he sentenced him, you know, punishment, 100 crore ki punishment. And the winner, instead of getting 100 gold coin, got punished. So Birbal was one of the ministers of Akbar. He was standing there. He went to home, thought about it. Next day came to king and sent them a invitation to come to a Birbal house, and king and all their minister to come and have a party. They have a party, and he's serving very famous khichdi of his. He'll be serving this. So the king and all the minister goes and sits there, and they're waiting. And they waited for Birbal came, greeted them, said it'll be done in some time. And they waited for an hour. It was not done. Waited for a couple of more hours. Not done. Birbal still saying it's cooking, it's cooking, and they waited for 7 8 hours, and it was still cooking. And the king got very furious, very angry, and he went there. He started shouting on Birbal and all that. And Birbal, and he went to the kitchen and saw that Birbal is cooking khichdi in a pot which is hung over a tree or a high place, and the fire is at the bottom. So the tree is high and the fire is very at the bottom. Sorry, the pot is hung high and the fire is in the bottom, and there is a significant amount of distance. And king and all the they get furious that Birbal, you're dumb, and this, how can you cook food from such height? How can this fire can transfer heat to that pot which is hanging so up high? So then Birbal asked the same question to the king. Then how can a simple diya, a simple small flame, can give warmth to a person who's standing in the freezing cold water. So the reason I'm telling this story to you is to let you understand that there are things, there is a thought process, there is first order of thinking where we think directly. If something is in us, in front of us, we think about it and we will make a conclusion and do according to it. This is first order thinking. We're not thinking about the consequences or how did it happen. This is the first order thinking. Now second order thinking is when we go beyond words and actually get the meaning out of it. So the person who was taking warmth from the Diya was actually not taking warmth from it. It was a mental distraction from him to survive the night. He was like, mentally distracting himself that he's actually getting warmth. And he said that to the king. But that's not physically possible for someone to take heat from standing 100 feet, 200 feet, 500 feet away from anything. So that can be said as second order thinking or higher order thinking. So when you think above, ahead of this, so why did he said that? What was the consequence? Why did he do it? When you know get all the data, all the thoughts, and make a conclusion out of it, and you think about the consequences of that conclusion, that can translate into another level of thinking, which can be said as higher order thinking. So the objective of the story was, that was a small tale of, we used to hear in our childhood. The objective is not to become the king who does single order, first order thinking, who is just looking in one direction, doesn't looking there, doesn't know, surround himself from, get multiple perspective, different side of the stories, and just looking to the face value and deciding and getting to a conclusion. That's not how we should be thinking. If you're someone who thinks like that, then we have to evolve ourselves to think beyond this. What might be the consequence of this action? If you are planning to do something, there can be consequences of this action. What are those consequences? Are you able to digest those consequences, or you are able to digest the regret? To get a to explain you in a much with a better example, you are investing in something, there might be consequences of it. Either it goes up, either it goes down, right? This is first order. You can make profit, or you can make a loss, but you have to think where you're investing and how can the current scenario of our country or of the world actually affect that thing. Is there any relation? Is there not? Or if it goes up, you'll be able to book a profit. What if that thing doesn't work out and it goes down? How do you think about that? You have to think, what are you able to afford that loss? You have to think about that. That is second order of thinking. Now to go beyond it, you have to think about all the external factors related to it, which can help it grow above, or help it, or decrease it, or destroy it. You have to think about all that also. And when we think about how can we, if we can live with the regret of not investing it, there might be cases where you have a very strong feeling, you have a conviction that this is going to go up, and you're scared if you don't know what to do. Can we live with the regret? If I invest and it goes well, very well. If it doesn't, then can I live with the losses? And if I don't invest in it at all, can I live with the regret if it goes up? So this is a situation where we are stuck. I can, if I invest, if it doesn't work, I'll lose everything. And if it works, and if I haven't invested in it, I won't be able to live with the regret. So that is when you go and find your Birbal, which is a consultant. Go out, find your Birbal who is an expert to that particular industry, a particular market, and who can help you guide in making that informed, conscious decision. So either you become a Birbal. So that's what I'm actually doing with this channel. I'm trying to educate you all to become the Birbals of your life, where not anyone can come and change you, or distract you, or fool you, or misled you to something. So when you are informed, when you are aware, when you know what's happening around you in that particular market, that's why I make real estate information videos, so that I can make you aware about the khichdi, the chaos, the not the khichdi, the chaos which is out there in form of commercial. And there will be a lot of people who want you to take you from your wealth creation journey to that commercial and destroy it. That is when you get a Birbal for yourself. Either by watching this channel, you'll be, I can guarantee that you'll be someone who won't be deceived by the people, these type of people who just want to take the money out of you and get you in some sort of shitty investment and take the money out of you and leave you there. I'll make sure you all know what you're doing, so you can make a informative, conscious, well researched decision which will prevent you from making fatal blunders. There might be blunder where you might not perform well for a couple of years, or the return you expected was 8%, you might be getting 6 or 5, but you won't destroy your wealth. This I can guarantee, that you will be a better investor. Or you can hire a Birbal, which is me, which can guide you with making that better conscious decision. So if you're someone who is interested, please do book a consultation. I do provide professional consultation for real estate, and I can guide you in making a better decision of how you can grow your wealth. So this is it for the story. I hope you liked it. I hope this made sense for you, and all the upcoming videos will give you information so that you can become a better, I know I'll give you so much information that you'll definitely become a better investor, but I hope you find them enjoying and you'll learn a lot of new things. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please do comment loving it, and see you next time. Bye bye.